Lower the volume.
You live in LA with your boyfriend, and everything's going amazing. Till he says, babe, I wanna move back to Texas to be closer to my dad. So you give up half of your career, quit your improv troupe and have a goodbye party. Take off months of work, deplete your savings to pay for movers and drive to Texas. It's so worth it for the love of your life that wants a future with you because he said so. So you spend a month waiting for your shit to arrive, and then another month moving in and building furniture and stuff, and you're so happy till he comes back from a family vacation, sits on your couch, which just turned in the mail and hands you a note that says we have nothing in common and we're incompatible. Oh no. How did I not know this whole time? 3.5 years of happiness. We've been incompatible this whole time, and now we have nothing in common for 3.5 years. How did I not notice? Wow, what a surprise. Thank you for informing me that this whole time we had nothing in common. So you back up your car wherever you can fit it, just getting your grind to work so we get to pack it for you, and then you drive to Florida to live with your mom.
All right. So this went viral. And so basically, she was dating this guy for 3.5 years. They move. He breaks up with her. We don't know the exact timeline. Shortly thereafter, maybe a couple months after the move. Your reaction? Starting with you.
Oh, well, sorry that she went through that. If you end up watching this, I'm sorry. But like, it was like there's no communication, you know? Because I feel like if you're communicating constantly with your partner, you'd be able to know whether or not like they're into the relationship or they're like taking a step back. So I just feel like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Your take?
I just lived that. I was moving to another country halfway across, all the way across the world. So I think that was a little bit over dramatic. Like, it doesn't even seem like she gave up her job or anything. It sucks. Like, that's always going to suck. But I would never want to be with somebody who didn't want me or didn't see. So it completely sucks. But you pick yourself up, make a little joke out of it, and you move on. It's traumatic, but that makes us who we are. So, well, yeah, I don't know.
What about you?
Yeah, it is what it is. Just, God saved her from, somebody else. I think it's a good chance for her moving another chapter, start another chapter.
What about you?
Oh, I felt like that was really traumatizing. I think I went through a similar experience, and so I think I can understand that.
It's traumatizing?
Yeah, it's traumatizing. Yeah.
Okay.
What happened to her? Like, oh my God.
It was traumatizing.
I think that she gave up her whole life for this guy that said that he loved her, and then I think that it still happens when it's not, I think they were communicating. I think honestly he just probably found someone better and was like, oh, there's options out there for me. He didn't realize there was options.
Well, we don't know that. She didn't say anything about that.
And he went on family vacation. Like, he left her for a bit, comes back, like, I want to break up. Like, what?
Yeah, maybe he talked to his parents, and the parents were like, "Yeah, this is not the girl." But okay, what about you, Bailey? What do you think? Is he a bad guy? What do you think?
I think everything happens for a reason, and I think that there's someone better out there.
For which?
For
one?
her.
For her.
Okay, but like, is he a dick? Breaking up with her after the move? Like, what?
I mean, you ultimately can't control what your partner does. So I think that she just needs to move on. Like, yes, it's going to hurt, but she's going to be able to find someone who values her and everything. So
I say that sucks because I moved all the way to New Jersey for a guy, and he broke up with me, and we had to move back to Texas while we were broken up in the plane. So I kind of get what she's feeling.
Oh my Lord.
So she just had to pick herself up, do some therapy, and she'll get better.
Okay, what about you?
I mean, they were incompatible, so it's unfortunate.
Alina, your thoughts?
I mean, there's definitely more to the story than we're seeing. My question is, why are you posting on social media about a 3-year relationship breakup? That seems like too much private information out there. That might reflect some things that she did in the relationship that made him break up with her.
It's pretty base take. She did, I mean, she blocked his face, but total strangers won't know who it is. but like they obviously probably had like shared friends, shared social circle, kind of putting them on blast like that kind of it. Really quick before I give my take though, pull up the comments. I think this is like what I thought, you know, you can criticize the video or whatever, but like some of these comments are crazy. So make it a little bigger for me. Sending him generational curses from Africa. Scroll down. You gave him wife privileges without being the wife. Okay, whatever that means. Sending him stress from the engineering world. So they're literally cursing the guy. Sending him sleepless nights of regret from Germany. He tried to. So they want the guy to suffer. It's kind of weird. He tried to dump you politely when he said he wanted to move, whatever. Do not do anything for men until he puts a ring on your finger. Oh, that's a whole nother conversation we could get into, but scroll down a bit. He gave you, okay, whatever. If you're so hurt, why do you film yourself and upload it on the internet? Michael Jones, I'll get your TTS in just a sec here. This whole production makes you a queen. He owes you financial compensation. Wrong. Scroll down. Imagine
Duolingo.
Hold on.
From Kolkata, India.
Sending him black magic from Kolkata, India. Sending him an eternity of chapped lips. Scroll down. I'll do a couple more. I see balding in his future. Wow. Hit the plus. Hit the plus.
Did it?
Scroll down. Sending him generational curses from Africa. Wait, guys, please don't talk while somebody else is talking. Scroll down. Or he owes you financial compensation. Oh, did it just duplicate it? He cheated, blah, blah, blah. Okay, go to the TikTok. I want to see the comments on TikTok. There's a few more. So you can criticize like what she did, but like these comments going after him are kind of crazy. Imagine he has to read it, huh?
Can't full screen, is that right?
That's fine, it's fine. Make it bigger though so I can read the comments.
Also, the internet's gnarly. They probably maybe found his stuff.
Scroll up. Let me start it from up. Okay. Boyfriends aren't husbands, blah, blah, blah. He made you move, then handed you a note. I thought, okay, thank you for, scroll down. Never let them take you to a second location? Okay, that's weird. It seems like the Instagram ones were worse. Can't you, 80,000 likes, can't you sue him for something? And then, let's see if there's anything. Take Amanda there with the verified check, take him to court. Send him the moving costs and furniture to pay. If he doesn't, sue him and claim he used you. So I don't know if these women are joking or they genuinely think that there's actually some sort of like legal avenue that she can take here, which I think is completely ridiculous.
Isn't there palimony?
No, that's not. I mean, in Canada, it's fucking cucked.
Oh, it's Canada.
Canada has some weird cuck shit like that, but scroll down. Hire an attorney. I did, and my ex had to pay. That's fucking totally bogus. Maybe in a marriage, whatever. So multiple people saying, sue him, get money, ask for money. Scroll down. Let me see if there's any more that are interesting. Scroll down. Deserves to go viral. Let that man, okay. Anyways, so there's like different comments. There's some comments about money. There's some comments like, fuck this guy, we hope he gets cursed and shit. That's kind of weird. Hoping.
But Brian, he was on a journey, and all he was doing was finding himself for self-discovery, and then he came home and he told her that he didn't want her anymore because they weren't compatible, and she freaked out. I don't really understand, because all he really needs is therapy, and then he'll find himself. Yeah, can we make that go viral too? That's not...
Yeah.
A little auto-tune, maybe? A little auto-tune in there?
The interesting thing for me here is, at least with the comments, right? Before I get into like my reaction to her video, the people that are calling for her to sue him, first off, I'm not an attorney, but there's no... I mean, look, maybe some attorneys in the chat can clarify. Do we have any... Andrew, maybe you have attorneys in your chat. There's attorneys in our chat. There's no legal cause of action.
You can't do anything.
There's no legal cause of action where you could like, oh, you spent money on your boyfriend breaks up with you, he owes you money. No, absent him, like you loaning him money in her case, for example, you actually would have a legal claim. I don't know the laws in Korea though, but if you spend money on somebody in this sort of way, that's essentially a relationship. You cannot recuperate the spent invested money on them. In addition to that, I think it's really interesting because most of those women, 80,000, it was like 80,000 likes. Oh, he should be financially responsible. You should sue him. How would women feel if we took y'all on a date and paid for the date and you didn't fuck us and we're like, oh, give me my money back? You guys would be like, what the fuck? No, that's crazy to even think like that. So the same goes for women though. Just because you invest in us, we don't owe you, like in the same way you don't owe us anything, in the same way that women, if we take you to dinner, you don't owe the guy sex. I don't think that. If a guy takes you out, he pays the bill, you don't owe him sex. If a guy takes you out for a first date, you don't owe him a second date. You don't owe him anything.
What good point. Someone in my chat points out, what about common law marriage?
I think they were in California. I don't think there was
for cohabitation. Well, some states, I think you only have to cohabitate for a few months before it applies to you.
Well, I don't know the specifics of that, but you are right that there is a common law marriage where even though you're not actually married, if you've been holding yourself.
I think it's if you.
There's like cohabitation, but you also there's other prongs to falling in the snare of common law marriage. It's not necessarily just cohabitation. I think you also have to be holding. I could be wrong. Again, I'm not a lawyer.
It's not in Cali either.
It's state specific too, and I believe they were in California, right? I don't know. I think you have to also be holding yourself out as if you were married too. I think that is one component of it, but nevertheless, if you're cohabitating in a common law state, you might get ensnared.